Hey guys, welcome back, and thanks for joining me for lesson 11. So I've heard that one of the biggest issues right now is just simple, and it's engagement. How do we get our kids to actually log in and do the work and engage in the lessons that our teachers are working so hard to do? And oddly, we need to kind of actually take it back and realize that this is new not only for us as teachers, but it's also new for our students. And when we're in the classroom, students walk in, and on the board are the directions. We're telling the kids the directions. We're handing them pieces of paper with the directions. We're reminding them in the middle of the class. We're reminding them at the end of the class. And so the students are told what to do. They're told again what to do and again what to do. So they are reminded over and over and over again how to get the work, what the work is, how to do the work. But when they're at home, it's a little bit different. And so we are teachers. We need to teach them what to do, and we have to give them a little bit more reminders of how to do this remote learning. So this is going to be really simple, and I think that this video will not only help organize our classroom for the teacher end, but also if we show it to students, I think that they then will also know what to do and will have engagement go up. So remember, we're going to go over here and we're going to be in our classroom. Now this is going to be both for the teacher end and the student end. Every single time, students, you have a class, you want to log into your Google Classroom whenever there's a class to figure out, what do I have to do today? And teachers, you also have to remember whenever there's a class, you have to tell the students what do they have to do today, just like you would do an agenda on the whiteboard in a regular class. So remember, if you're going to your Google Classroom, it's the same thing. You just go ahead and you'd find it right here. I'm already logged in. So teachers, what I recommend is on a Sunday right before the week is you're going to tell the students and create what is happening. So for me, the way our school is set up, so on Mondays and Wednesdays are odd periods, Tuesdays and Thursdays are even periods. So if this was first period, then we would have class on Monday and Wednesday. So I would go to my classwork, and let's say on Monday is a live lesson, and Wednesday is going to be that self-directed assigned lesson. So I'm going to create basically two assignments for them. One for Monday and one for Wednesday, so the students already know what to expect that day. So I'm going to go ahead and click Create, and I'm going to click Assignment. So on Monday is going to be that live lesson. I want to let them know right in advance. So I'm going to say live, and then the instructions are log into, all right. So I'm going to give them their directions because they need to make sure that they are getting that Google Meet code for my live lesson. Now remember, I don't want to give them the code in advance so that they're not sharing the code and strangers aren't coming into my class. Now, I might give them participation points, or I might say it's ungraded. So maybe I'm going to give them 10 points for participation for coming in. Now this is going to be due to on Monday because it's the 27th. And the time, like I said, is going to be at 9:55. So 9:55 a.m. All right. And maybe I could put a topic in or not. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click Assign. Now notice what's going to happen is now that is going to pop up right away. So now my students are automatically going to have an assignment that's logged in. So when they come into class on the first thing tomorrow morning, and students, when you log in at your time, it's going to have that right there and you're going to know exactly what to do. They're also going to get an email, so that's super important as well. Notice it also has that upcoming thing right there. So now they already know what's happening tomorrow morning. So I have my upcoming, I have my notice, they have an email, it's all coming together. Now remember that Google link is not there right now, so teachers, you have to remember to click your wheel. And then right before, you need to make sure that you are clicking that it's visible to students. Click Save, so that it will then right here pop up for them tomorrow morning. Now, that's students. On your end, you need to make sure that you and go find that Google link at 9:55. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to hide that until tomorrow morning. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going back to classroom. I'm going to create another assignment right here. All right, so the video is going to be on using Google Meet dual screen. So they're going to have to watch the video and take a quiz that will be available at class time. So they can watch this video whenever they want, but the quiz will be during that class time, and that's going to become available at that time. And then here I can go ahead and I can add the link to the video that I want. So this is going to be an actual quiz. It's going to be 25 points. It's for all of them. Now this one, we're going to have a due date. And this one is on Wednesday. And I'll add that rubric at a later time, and I can show you how to do that on the next one. Again, we're going to assign that. And then if we take a look, here we go. So we have Wednesday, we have tomorrow, we have our 2 assignments, and then the students have their email as well. Now, another really important thing that we have here is that we also have a calendar. So if we take a look at our calendar, which is also important, notice Add in Classroom, it says Google Calendar. We can go ahead and click on that. And if you notice now, if I take off here, it also goes to our classroom calendar. So if you take a look, we now have an assignment that has our live Google Classroom, and we also have our assignment here. So now it goes straight to the calendar. So students, there are 3 places that you need to be checking to see what you're doing for your class. You are going to check your Google Classroom, you're going to check your email, and you're also going to check your calendar because it goes straight there for you. So that is really important. So teachers, if you are keeping up with that easy thing, now students will always know what they're doing every day in class. They'll be able to have it in their stream. They'll be able to ask questions right there. They'll also have their upcoming events right here on the side. They'll also have it in their calendar, and they'll also have it in their email. That way, you've checked all your boxes. Students will be getting it in 3 different forms. Parents, if they're signed up for your parent portal of your Google Classroom, they'll also be able to keep up with it as well and make sure they're holding their students accountable. And so that is really helpful as well. And that way, I think students will be able to know exactly what they're supposed to do, and everybody will be on the same page, and I think we'll be able to have a lot more engagement that way. So I hope this was helpful. Students, start checking your 3 different places and make sure that you're in the right place at the right time and turning those assignments in. And then the cool thing is it also will make sure that you are able to start grading those things right there. All right, I hope this is helpful, and we'll see you next time. Take care and be safe.